Did you know that small morning mistakes could be quietly damaging your health every single day? These aren't dramatic errors or obvious dangers. They're small habits that you've probably done for decades without a second thought. Yet, as you age, these seemingly harmless routines can take a serious toll on your body, your energy, and even your lifespan. Many older adults struggle with feeling tired, dizzy, or weak in the morning, and often the reasons are much simpler than you might think. Whether it's skipping water, taking medications the wrong way, or even how you get out of bed, these little habits can have huge consequences. But the good news? They're all fixable. Today, I'm going to reveal 4 common morning mistakes that many older adults make. Mistakes that could be quietly shortening your life. Stay with me until the end because I'll show you how to fix them easily and effectively so you can start your mornings feeling strong, energized, and ready to enjoy your day. If you find this helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. We love hearing your experiences and tips. Let's get started. Mistake 1, skipping water first thing in the morning. One of the simplest yet most harmful habits many older adults have is skipping water first thing in the morning. After a full night's sleep, often 7 to 8 hours, your body naturally becomes dehydrated. During this time, your cells dry out, your blood becomes thicker, and your heart has to work harder to pump that blood throughout your body. When you wake up and head straight for coffee, breakfast, or even just getting out of bed without hydrating first, you're setting yourself up for a rough start. Your brain, which depends heavily on proper blood flow and hydration, may struggle to function at its best. This can lead to dizziness, fatigue, poor concentration, and even confusion. For older adults, these symptoms aren't just frustrating, they can be dangerous. Imagine trying to start your day feeling dizzy and weak. It's not just an inconvenience, it's a silent threat. Dehydration can increase the risk of falls, which are especially dangerous for seniors. It can also cause urinary infections, constipation, and even strain your kidneys. And unlike hunger, thirst isn't always easy to detect as you age. By the time you feel thirsty, your body is already in need of fluids. Now think about your heart working harder to pump thicker blood. That strain can contribute to heart issues over time. And your brain? Without adequate hydration, it struggles to clear toxins built up during sleep, leading to sluggish thinking and fogginess. Let me tell you about Henry, a 78-year-old man who always felt dizzy whenever he got out of bed. He brushed it off as just another part of aging. But one morning while reaching for his slippers, he suddenly felt so lightheaded that he nearly collapsed. Worried, he visited his doctor, who ran various tests but found nothing alarming. The doctor then asked him a simple question. "Do you drink water right after waking up?" Henry admitted he didn't. His doctor suggested keeping a glass of water beside his bed and drinking it as soon as he woke up. To Henry's surprise, within days of adopting this simple habit, the morning dizziness was almost completely gone. Henry realized that his body was simply crying out for hydration. By giving his body what it needed first thing in the morning, he set himself up for a much stronger, steadier day. The solution to this problem is incredibly simple, but powerful. Keep a glass of water beside your bed and drink it before you do anything else. Make it part of your routine. Drink the water before you reach for your coffee, before you turn on the TV, and definitely before you start moving around. This single habit helps kickstart blood circulation, rehydrates your cells, and supports your brain's natural detox process. Even better, drinking water first thing in the morning boosts metabolism and helps your body absorb essential nutrients more efficiently throughout the day. It's a small change that can have a massive impact. Mistake 2, taking medications on an empty stomach. Taking medications on an empty stomach is a mistake many seniors make without even realizing it. It seems simple. Wake up, take your pills, and get on with your day. But this routine can be quietly harming your health. As you age, your digestive system becomes more sensitive. Taking certain medications without food can irritate the stomach lining, cause nausea, or even damage your digestive tract over time. Additionally, medications like blood pressure pills, pain relievers, or heart medications can lower your blood pressure too quickly if taken without the buffer of food. The result? Dizziness, lightheadedness, and a higher risk of falls. one of the most common and dangerous accidents for older adults. It's a small habit with potentially devastating consequences. Imagine starting your morning feeling queasy or unsteady, struggling to maintain your balance. For many seniors, this isn't just a momentary discomfort. It's a genuine hazard. Taking medications on an empty stomach can lead to nausea and stomach pain, particularly with anti-inflammatory drugs or certain painkillers. Dizziness and weakness. Blood pressure medications, for example, can cause your blood pressure to drop too rapidly when your stomach is empty. Risk of falls. Feeling faint or unsteady can cause sudden falls, which can be life-changing. Fractures, hospital stays, and long-term recovery are real possibilities. Now think about how this can build up over time. Daily dizziness or nausea doesn't just ruin your morning, it can ruin your health. Let me share the story of Margaret, a lively 75-year-old woman who loves spending her mornings tending to her garden. But over the past few months, her mornings became a struggle. Every time she took her blood pressure medication right after waking up, she'd feel dizzy and weak. One morning as she was getting dressed, her vision blurred and she stumbled, barely catching herself before a dangerous fall. Concerned, Margaret visited her doctor, who quickly identified the problem. "Are you eating something before you take your pills?" he asked. When Margaret shook her head, he explained how taking medications on an empty stomach could drastically lower her blood pressure and upset her digestive system. The solution? Eat a small snack before taking your medication. It didn't have to be anything complicated. The doctor recommended simple options like whole grain toast, a boiled egg, or even a banana. Margaret made the change immediately. Instead of rushing through her morning routine, she started her day with a light snack before taking her pills. The difference was remarkable. The dizziness disappeared, her energy improved, and she felt steady on her feet again. If you take medications first thing in the morning, make sure you eat something first. It doesn't have to be a big breakfast, just enough to coat your stomach and prevent sudden drops in blood pressure. Good options include whole grain toast or crackers. Provides slow-releasing energy to stabilize blood sugar. A boiled egg or a piece of cheese adds protein and fat to help buffer the medication's effects. A banana or apple provides fiber and natural sugars for quick energy. And if you're unsure whether your medication should be taken with food, ask your doctor or pharmacist. They can guide you on the best practices for your specific prescriptions. Taking your medication safely is a simple habit that can significantly improve your morning and your overall well-being. Mistake 3, rushing out of bed too quickly. Another common and potentially dangerous morning mistake is rushing out of bed too quickly. After a night of rest, your body needs time to transition from a state of sleep to full wakefulness. But many older adults, eager to start their day, swing their legs over the side of the bed and push themselves upright immediately. This sudden movement can cause a rapid drop in blood pressure, a condition known as orthostatic hypotension. It often results in dizziness, blurred vision, or even a momentary blackout. For seniors, the risk doesn't end there. Feeling faint or disoriented, even for a split second, can lead to a fall, something that can be life-changing. Falls are one of the most common reasons older adults end up in the emergency room, and the injuries that result are often severe. Broken hips, fractures, or even head injuries can occur from a simple mistake that takes less than a minute. George, an 82-year-old man who prided himself on his independence, learned this lesson the hard way. One morning, he woke up feeling refreshed and immediately sat up, stood, and began walking to the kitchen. But before he even made it out of his bedroom, the room started spinning. His legs buckled, and he collapsed to the floor, fracturing his hip in the process. The fall required surgery and months of painful recovery, during which George found himself unable to do the things he loved. During his rehabilitation, George's doctor explained what had happened. By standing up too quickly, George's blood pressure had dropped suddenly, causing him to feel dizzy and lose his balance. The doctor taught him a simple but powerful strategy: slow down. Instead of jumping out of bed, George was encouraged to take his time. Now each morning, George starts his day by slowly sitting up in bed. He stretches his arms, rotates his ankles, and moves his legs gently before even attempting to stand. Once he feels steady, he carefully places his feet on the floor, takes a few deep breaths, and only then rises to his feet. The change was immediate and dramatic. No more dizziness, no more falls. The solution is surprisingly simple. Take your time. When you first wake up, don't rush. Sit up slowly, take a few deep breaths, and allow your body to adjust. Rotate your ankles, stretch your arms, and gently move your legs before standing. These few extra seconds can make a world of difference, keeping you steady and safe as you start your day. It's all about giving your body the time it needs to catch up with your mind. By moving slowly and deliberately, you protect yourself from unnecessary falls and injuries. You'll start your day feeling balanced, energized, and ready to enjoy whatever the morning brings. Mistake 4. Eating high sugar or carb-heavy breakfast. One of the most common morning mistakes older adults make is starting their day with high sugar or carb-heavy breakfast. It's understandable. Sweet pastries, white bread, and fruit juices are convenient, tasty, and comforting. But unfortunately, these foods are doing more harm than good, especially as you age. When you consume foods high in sugar or refined carbohydrates, your blood sugar spikes rapidly. This temporary boost of energy feels great for a little while, but as your body releases insulin to bring blood sugar levels back down, you experience a sudden drop. This crash leaves you feeling tired, foggy-headed, and sometimes even irritable. Over time, these rapid blood sugar fluctuations don't just make you feel sluggish, they can harm your health. Constantly stressing your body's insulin response increases your risk of developing insulin resistance, which can lead to type 2 diabetes. Additionally, frequent sugar spikes can contribute to inflammation, weight gain, and heart problems. Helen, a 74-year-old retired teacher, used to start every morning with a muffin and a glass of orange juice. It was quick, easy, and she enjoyed the sweet taste. But within an hour or two, she would feel drained and unsteady, often needing a nap before lunch. She found herself struggling to focus and feeling unusually tired most of the day. During a routine checkup, her doctor asked her about her breakfast habits. When Helen described her typical morning meal, her doctor explained that the sugar rush followed by a sudden crash was likely causing her fatigue. He suggested a different approach, focusing on a balanced breakfast that included protein, healthy fats, and fiber. Taking his advice, Helen replaced her muffin and juice with scrambled eggs, avocado slices, and a piece of whole grain toast. She also tried oatmeal topped with nuts and fresh berries. The results were immediate. Her energy levels stayed steady throughout the morning. Her mind felt clearer, and the dizziness she often experienced started to disappear. By making this simple change, Helen discovered that what she put into her body each morning made a huge difference in how she felt the rest of the day. She was more energized, more focused, and more capable of doing the things she enjoyed. The solution is straightforward but powerful. Eat a balanced breakfast. Instead of sugary pastries or processed cereals, choose foods that will nourish your body and keep your energy levels steady. Eggs, oatmeal, avocado, whole grain toast, fresh fruits, and nuts are all excellent choices. By focusing on protein, healthy fats, and fiber, you give your body the fuel it needs to function properly. Protein helps build and repair tissues, healthy fats provide long-lasting energy, and fiber supports digestion and helps regulate blood sugar levels. Starting your day with the right foods isn't just about avoiding crashes and fatigue. It's about building a strong foundation for the hours ahead, supporting your physical health, mental clarity, and emotional well-being. Every morning offers a fresh opportunity to nourish yourself in a way that promotes longevity and happiness. These 4 morning mistakes may seem small, but over time, they can have a massive impact on your health and happiness. From skipping water first thing in the morning to rushing out of bed too quickly, each of these habits can quietly undermine your well-being if left unchecked. Whether it's feeling dizzy, fatigued, or mentally foggy, these symptoms are more than just inconveniences. They're warnings from your body asking for change. The good news? They're all fixable, and it starts with a few simple adjustments. Drink water before anything else. Eat a light snack before taking your medications. Take your time getting out of bed and nourish your body with a balanced breakfast. These small steps can make a huge difference in how you feel, not just today, but every day. Have you been making any of these mistakes? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear about your experience and any tips you have for starting the morning off right. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating valuable content to keep you healthy, happy, and thriving.